Well, look who's back! Rosetree! Hey y'all, welcome back. We had a little hiatus, just kind of clean up and regroup and revive and recharge a little bit. And so we're back. It's 4 o'clock on a Tuesday. I still don't know what day of the week it is usually. And you're at Rosetree Blown Glass Studio and Gallery in beautiful downtown historic Algiers Point, New Orleans, Louisiana. And we're going to show you a little bit of what we do today. And so today we're going to do a what I call a rice bowl. And so that's this shape. It's one of our new colors actually, this black and yellow, black and gold. And we're going to make this one's going to be blue and gray. I'm going to change the colors around a little bit. So the first layer will have the blue, the second layer will have the gray, and then I'll blow it out and do whatever magic that I do with it. So if you're new here, welcome. What we usually do is just talk through a piece and get some questions. Just write them down in the comments section, and the voice behind the camera is Darcy, and Darcy will relay them to me, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. If you're watching on a watch party, we can't answer, so you have to go to our page and do it on our page if you have any questions. We love hearts, we love thumbs up, we love you to join us as a follower, and all sorts of good stuff like that. So hopefully we have people signing in.
We do. Barry's already said hi and that he missed us.
I miss Barry immensely.
Tish said hey, hey, hey. And she was excited to see the rice bowl and asked if those could be used as glass planters, if maybe holes could be put in them.
You can use them as planters, but my experience is with a planter you need drainage.
Well, that's what you're saying. If you could drill.
If I could drill a hole in it,
Yeah.
Or you could use it for succulents.
Yeah.
You know, because succulents don't really get a whole lot of water anyway.
Yeah.
So yes and no.
Shaw said that he's walking the beagle and watching on his phone.
Okay, be careful walking in and watching at the same time.
Also, beagles, yay! Corey said, hey!
Corey's in town. Okay, good. Corey's in the house.
He made it.
Good. Okay, so like I said, it's going to be 2 layers, and I'll walk you through. And if anybody is new, just put in the comments that who you are and where you're calling from, where you're watching, and that you're new. And you can see we have a nice group here who do participate. We also have a lot of people that don't, but we'd love for you to participate. That'd be great. Anyway, today is kind of warm today. It's in like low 70s, so I'm hydrating all day long.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tish said yes. Excited about the rice bowls. She likes that idea. And Maureen Ellen said, hi, Mark, from home.
Hey, Mo.
All right.
And I went to high school together.
Oh, awesome.
So we're going to go over to the furnace. This is my furnace. Inside my furnace is a glass bowl, a ceramic. It's been a few times. It's a ceramic bowl called a crucible, and the crucible can hold up to 400 pounds of molten glass. It's 2,050 degrees inside there, so and we keep it on all the time. If we turn it off, it cools down, and it takes a long time. It cools down to room temperature. It takes over a week to go back up to melting. So we leave it on all the time. So the first layer is called each layer is called a gather, because you're gathering glass on the end of the pipe. So this flow pipe is stainless steel. It's the same methodology that glass blowers have been using for over 2,000 years. So let's go back to my bed. I'm going to go directly into this color glass powder. So the color that we get is all formulated to have the same expansion and contraction as the base glass that we use. So everything when it heats and cools expands and contracts. You might not notice it because it's very small, but glass expands and contracts when it heats and cools. So you have to have a color that has the same rate of expansion and contraction, or the piece will crack. So the color comes in different forms. It comes in powders, chips of graduated sizes, and then also a bar. In the bar, you cut a piece off and put it on the end, and it's a nice solid color. I like using powders and chips because it's a little quicker for me, and being that I'm a so-called production studio, the more pieces I make, the more money I make. So I tend to use things that are quicker. So that's my first gather with the color on it. I put 3 on the thing. So I'm going to melt that in. This reheating chamber is a little bit hotter than the furnace, and it's about 2200, 2250 or so, and that's just hot. There's no glass in it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to blow into the end of the pipe, what's called an air trap. Now, because the glass is coated, you can't see the bubble inside. What I'm going to do is I'm going to watch the outside of the piece, and you'll see it start to expand. So that tells me my bubble is inside. So by the air trap, what I do is I blow into the pipe and put my finger over the end. When the cold air hits the hot glass, it heats up and it expands and pushes against the soft glass and makes the bubble. So you see how it poked out a little bit down there. So my bubble is about that big right now. And that's all I want for my first gather. And at this point, we kind of just chill. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another layer of hot glass on top. And if this bottom layer is too hot, and I put another hot layer on top, it starts to get really floppy. You need this bottom layer to be kind of solid so that it supports the next layer on top. So what I'm looking at is the color of the pipe underneath the glass. It still has a little bit of red to it. So once that color pretty much disappears, I'm doing another layer of glass on top. So I hope everybody's doing okay. Everybody had a good holiday season and a happy new year. And everybody's well rested and doing well and happy and all that kind of stuff. Alright, so the color's pretty much gone. I'm going to get another layer on top. So you see the color in here is a little bit more orange than the color in the reheating chamber. The closer it is to yellow, the hotter it is.
Barry said it's going to be better in less than 24 hours.
We're not going to talk politics, but I understand what he's saying. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm rolling in the colored glass chips. And these chips are white and gray. I have 2 different grays in there. And white. Give it a little bit of more definition.
So Jessie Marie McMahon said, I just got a piece in Northwest Indiana from 1999, and it's in perfect condition and beautiful.
What am I?
I'm gonna guess that's one of your pieces.
Nice.
Let us know if it's one of his pieces. That's cool either way, though.
Yeah.
Corey was asking, what grays do you use?
What size grit? This is size 2. I use usually 1 and 2. Just depends on what I'm doing.
Are there different shades of gray?
What, gray or grain?
Gray.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is opal light gray and something else. I forget. So many colors. I mean, there are hundreds of colors. I
Yeah.
can't remember.
What number for the color?
Corey, look it up.
I'm gonna guess it's been a long year and memories are
My memory isn't good to begin with. So I'm evening that out, and then I'm going to heat it up and put some holes in it to give it a little more linear.
Yeah, my memory isn't good either, so it's amazing we get anything done around here. Jesse said, I believe so, that it's one of
Okay.
yours. I know that it's a beautiful vase.
Oh, wonderful. I'm glad you enjoy it.
Corey said, in fairness, I asked before you said the name of the color. And that is very fair.
So I'm using a ice pick, actually, to pull the color all the way back, give a little more lines. And I'm going to heat that in. So I'm always turning when I have the glass on the end of the pipe. If I stop turning, gravity will take over and it'll drift.
Woo.
And I'm turning both ways. If I turn only one way, it'll start to spin, get a spin in it, which is good if that's what I'm looking for. And actually, one of my pulls kind of went wonky, so I pull again on it. Right. So we heat the whole thing up and smooth it all out.
Bobby made it and said, hey, hey, I'm late as usual.
Okay, Darcy, tell Bobby what we're doing.
We are making a beautiful rice bowl today. And we're doing
Blue
blue
and
and
gray.
gray for our colors.
Gray is a new mix that I'm working on. And actually the rice bowl that's there is a new black and gold mix. Has a little more yellow in it. Because yellow and gray are supposedly the hot colors this year. So usually I look at Pantone colors and what they say the colors of the year are going to be. Try to come up with something that has those colors in it. Just because that's what designers and decorators use in their work. They'll use Pantone colors, or Sherwin-Williams is also one of the companies that people use.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do the air trap again. I'm going to blow into the pipe, covers my thumb, and you see it starting to blow out.
Bobby said that's awesome.
Thank you.
Greg Raditsky said Ellen loved her Christmas gift, a pear tree.
Greg was my roommate in art school.
Awesome.
One of my roommates.
And Barry said that that would actually work great as a cereal bowl too.
Exactly. Or ice cream.
You really like ice cream, huh?
Why?
Because that's definitely like 2
Three
pints.
scoops.
2 pints.
3 scoops. That way nothing goes over the side.
Corey said we've been selling a lot of mixes with Lagoon, the dark teal colors here in Colorado.
These are what's called jacks, and I'm putting what's called a jack line. And this is where I'm going to take it off of the piece, off of the pipe later, transfer it. And then I'm going to have an automatic blower that helps. And I am using that to inflate the piece. And I have handy dandy set, oh look at that, set of calipers to measure the width, so they're close to the same size. I don't blow into molds for the shape and size. Everything is free blown, but I do use calipers to help measure. So the base is done, or the foot I would guess. The foot is flat. And I'm going to cool this bottom part off a little bit with an air hose. Just so when I hang it up, the bottom doesn't drop out from gravity. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer. I'm going to take another rod with a little bit of glass on it, stick it on the end, and knock it off here, and then have this whole thing on the, what's called a punty. I'm going to have it all on the punty rod, and I'll be able to get access to the top and open the lip up.
Now I am intrigued by this Lagoon color.
We have Lagoon.
Do we?
Yeah.
Excellent. You'll have to show me later.
We use it for Molly's Harlequin lamps.
Oh, yes.
It's like a bluish green.
Yes, I like that one.
All right, I'm going to run and get. I got another rod and a little bit of glass on the end. Shape that. I got this. That's on my edge. Stick this hopefully in the middle. When your eyes start to go, people, this really sucks. So that's in the middle. And I'm going to take some water, the file that has diamonds on it. And I'm going to cut on that jack line. Remember the jack line I did a few steps ago? This is where I'm cutting off the blow pipe and transferring it to the punch. No tap, no pump. And then I go back in and I heat the whole thing up.
So Bobby said, I hope everyone had a really great holidays.
Yeah, nobody got hurt, so it's good.
Yeah. Hope
Always
yours was
good
good too. Barry said, oh yes, ice cream for sure.
Barry would understand this. Barry, this is David Rooney size ice cream bowl. Our friend David Rooney loves ice cream.
Let's see, Bobby said, love that color and design. And that, but the black and gold goes without saying.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm just trying some new stuff. Usually at the beginning of the year, I try out new stuff. It used to be we would go to market in February every year, and our buyers would want to see what's new. So January was spent coming up with new designs and new colors and whatever. So I'm still kind of in that mode, and see what new things we can come up with.
Barry said indeed about the ice cream.
So this first heat takes the longest because that part of the glass is the coldest. And I'm just going to straighten this out a little bit because it's a little wonky on the bottom. And just start opening, although it's not too hot, not hot enough to really do anything right now, but just wanted to get everything back on center. Okay, so I'm going to heat up just the lip, and I'm going to flash the whole body, because if I don't flash the body, what happens is that attachment where the punty is will snap off. By keeping it warm, and warm is a relative term, warm compared to the inside of the preheating chamber. So by keeping it warm by flashing, it keeps it on the punty, piece on the punty rod. So I'm constantly flashing the punty. I'm looking at the shoulder, and when the shoulder starts to move a little bit, I know the lip, which is beyond the shoulder, I know the lip is hot enough to start shaping. And I gotta keep it straight.
So Bobby asked, I know it's probably been asked before, but how long did it take to develop your technique?
It's been 42 years so far.
Still working on it?
Every day. I do. I learn new things every day. Mm-hmm. Or just, observe the way I'm working and trying to find out with quicker ways or more efficient ways. So yeah, it's constant learning. It's a good thing. I don't get bored as easily.
He said that's a good answer. And Barry asked if you've ever had one fall off while reheating.
Oh, God. You're gonna jinx me. It's like saying a field goal kicker, he's got 45 in a row, and the next one he shanks. I'm not going to say anything about Will Lutz, so let's not go into that, Bobby. So I'm opening this now with a different pair of jacks, called wood jacks, because they are wood. And I'm just going to straighten the side. I'm going to do that one more time, just to even the whole side up, because I want it the side pretty straight up and down.
Corey said it's not like he's old or anything. I think that's in I think that's in reference to the developing your technique and the fact that you learn every day.
Corey's coming very close to being kicked out of class.
To be fair, I started the picking.
Everybody, if Darcy's not here on Thursday, you'll know why. Just evening the whole thing off. And it has little, I don't mind when it's not perfectly perfect. I mean, I do like it straight, but it doesn't have to be like exactly straight. It got to show a little bit of handwork to it. So that's the rice bowl.
Yeah.
The light side got in, it changes. It's kind of bright.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a nice soft like baby blue in the grays. So I'm gonna flash it one more time.
So Corey said that he's not helping himself here. said that you have more years of experience than he has years of life.
I call it shoes older than quarter. Okay, so I flashed it once, try to even everything out a little bit, and I'm going to tap it. If the punny is put on correctly,
Boom.
a couple taps will take it off. And I'm going to take a torch, and I'm going to, the punty mark, which is where the punny was attached, is a little sharp, because it's sharp glass, it broke off. And I'm just going to smooth that out. And these are Kevlar gloves, so they're high temperature. So that's full. And it goes into this oven. This oven is called an annealing oven. And the annealing oven is 920, 940 degrees or so. And when the piece goes in there, it stabilizes the heat across the whole piece, because at this point, when I put it over here, the lip is still a little hotter than the foot. So this stabilizes the whole thing at 920, and it slowly cools it down to room temperature over about 16 to 18 hours, so that it doesn't crack. And that's a rice bowl. Anybody have questions?
Oh, we've got comments. I don't know if we've got questions. We do have questions. Christy Edwards made it and said, "Yeah, it's not like you're a fossil." Thought you'd appreciate that one. Bobby said, "Are you going to try to get into Jazz Fest in October?"
Jazz Fest has already been picked, so they're using the people who were juried in for
Last year.
They're giving them the first option, and I did not get juried in this year. So maybe if some people back out because they're not traveling or they're not doing it anymore or whatever, I might get a call, but I'm not really looking to have that being done. So, say la vie.
So Tish said she loves it.
Great.
Carrie said it's beautiful. Barry said a beauty. Shaw said beautiful.
We'll show you on Thursday
Yes.
the finished piece.
Tish said with an ice cream scooper, no less.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby said that would look awesome with a little candle in it.
I have done them with floating candles.
Yeah.
And also, I had a candle maker who wanted to use my pieces to put candles in. Sent her samples. She sent them back with wax in them and all, but I never heard back from her. So there might be something that we do. But yeah, I like the floating candles in water. It's just a lot safer too.
Yeah. Bobby said if you do get into Jazz Fest, he'll come work it for you. And he also said for you not getting juried in last year.
Well,
so, and we all agree with that. But
but I'm past that.
Yeah.
It's October this year, so October's a really busy time for us.
True.
So it's good and bad. So we'll make the best of it and move on from there. All right. Any other questions or?
Looks like that's it.
All right. I want to thank everybody for coming and joining us in the new year. As always, small businesses need your help. Restaurants, if you can do takeout, and you don't have to sit there, you can do takeout or take out directly from the restaurant if you can. It's better for them. Small businesses need your help, and that way we'll get this economy jump back up again. Hey, use your what do you call it? The money that they're paying.
Mine too. Why did that? No, I didn't get it anyway.
The
stimulus check.
Yeah, that's it. The stimulating check. You can use your stimulus check to help out small businesses, and if you want to get something from us, as always, we're rosetreegallery.com. On Facebook, we're Rosetree Blown Glass, but you know that because you're here right now. Instagram, Rosetree Glass Gallery. All of these are put up on YouTube. We have a bunch. We've been doing this since March 20th, I guess. We have a YouTube channel, Rosetree Blown Glass Studio and Gallery. Everything's put on there. If you missed one, or if you want to go back and see everything. Again, thank y'all for coming. As always, love one another, take care of one another. See y'all on Thursday. Be good until then.